Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in today's video we're going to be discussing about one of the most fundamental aspects of phonetics. Now before we move in, we think about the last text you sent. Easy, right? Now think about the last sentence you said. That is actually way more impressive. To speak, your brain has to coordinate dozens of muscles with millisecond precision. Most people think we just talk with our mouths, but you're actually a walking, breathing musical instrument. Today, we're unboxing the hardware, the organs of speech. Without further ado, let's dive in. First up, we have the power source, the air. Now, without air, there is no sound. Your lungs act like bellows, pushing air up through the trachea or windpipe. In phonetics, we call this a pulmonic aggressive airflow. Basically, it's just air moving out from the lungs. This air is the raw fuel. If you've ever tried to talk while being out of breath, you know exactly how vital this fuel is. And, well, if you haven't, here's an example.
All right, what happened? Would you lose him?
He's a freak. He's the fastest kid alive.
Okay, now that we have seen that example, let's move on. Next up, that air hits the larynx, your voice box. This is where the magic happens. Inside are two folds of tissues called vocal cords. Now, usually, these are like an open door. The cords are far apart, so air passes through quietly without any obstruction. Now, a good example to understand this would be shh. Now, when we say shh, the air passes through without any obstruction. These words are known as voiceless sounds. But if they zip together and vibrate, we get voice sounds. When this happens, our vocal cords stretch together like a rubber band and come together and vibrate as the air pushes through. Now, for example, put your hand on your throat and say mmm. Feel that buzz? That's your larynx turning raw air into sound waves. Finally, we have the mouth. After leaving the larynx, the buzz reaches your mouth. And this is where we turn noise into language using articulators. The first of the articulators being the tongue. Now, this is the most valuable part of our organs of speech. It is a muscle that can change shape instantly. It hits the alveolar ridge, that is the bump behind your teeth, for sounds like teeth, dog, or pulls back for sounds like goat, gull, etc. After that, we have the palate, the roof of your mouth. The front is hard, but the back, the velum, is soft. It acts like a trapdoor. If it's down, air goes out of your nose for sounds like mmm. Otherwise, most of the sounds, they always originate from the mouth. Finally, we have the lips and teeth, the final gatekeepers. They create friction for sounds like fish, fudge, fool, or a total block for people, planet. So, lungs for power, larynx for the buzz, and the mouth for the shape. That's the hardware. But how do we use this hardware to make the two most famous groups of sound in history? In the next video, we're looking at the big battle, vowels versus consonants. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and I'll see you in the next one.